Hello everyone, this is Pomo, bringing you part 37, the last part of my FE6 Let's Play. Now I'm going to get ahead of myself here and say, you just entered a very long video, and you're wondering, is it worth it to watch every minute of it? I have to say I've always really liked this final chapter because it integrates a lot of story into it. So by playing it, you're kind of watching the whole ending develop itself. So if I was you, and especially if you are watching this blind and this is your first experience with FE6, or first of all, thank you. This was probably not the best Let's Play to go in blind. But also you should try and watch everything, really. Like I'm not saying this for myself or anything. Like, you should get to see all of the plot. After defeating Byrne's remaining troops, Roy entered the Dragon Temple. He searched for the Dark Priestess to prevent the same tragedy as the Dragon-Human Wars from happening again. Here in the temple, Roy was to learn the truth of the legends he had always heard. What Roy was about to hear was completely different from what he had always believed to be true. This map. First of all, in my opinion, like, an impressive introduction. Yes, by watching it, you know things are going to be intense. We have many places connected by bridges suspended on the dark, and a Mamcute, and a Mamcute. The one on the throne being stronger. Thrones giving 30 avoid, so Mamcute on a throne. Haha, nice. And we can only bring 10 units, as I mentioned, and one of those units have to be Fa. So that's the reason why a lot of people say, oh, it's very important to train Fa. I don't think it's that important, but I do like training her a bit, at least, so that she's able to hold on her own in here, especially raising her luck so that she doesn't get at risk of critical is important, because Fa dying locks you out of the best ending. We also have to bring Roy. I don't think that's a surprise for anyone. And for the units I'm going to bring, Worth is going to come, because the Armads is important. Every enemy in this map is a dragon. Malte, Oriola, Durandal, Miorgre, Apocalypse, and Forblaze. And for my last unit, like, I can bring every legendary weapon. Like, I have a user for every legendary weapon, so that's cool. For the last unit, even though it might seem like bringing Lalom is a good idea, I think it's better if I bring Lance. It's better if I bring Lance because Lance is able to use Wireman Slayer, so able to deal with them somehow. And he's also able to carry units, and that's going to be very important. Considering if not, I'm only going to have one counter unit. And we do have to hurry a bit in this chapter. So let me do the inventory handling. There's a reason why I bought so many elixirs, so that I can keep fighting with my mages without them being occupied, and I'll come back. Right. So preparations are done. I'm actually going to move Worth, because Worth can't be rescued. So that's going to be fun. Worth can only move ahead. And Yeah, put Thane in here and put you in there, for example. Anyone can carry you. You probably have to go on your own. That looks good to me. Let's save those positions and begin. Chapter 24, The Truth of the Legend. This is the Dragon Temple. The air is strange. Did the 8 heroes fight under such pressure as well? Would you stand before us again, humans? What? Who are you? When did you... I am Jan. I am the last remaining dragon of the Dragon Temple. The last dragon? You seem different from the other dragons. Are you the Dark Dragon? The dragons who you have been fighting with are war dragons, who know nothing but battle. And the Dark Dragon is something completely different from me. I am a full-blooded dragon who fought you humans in the faraway past. Different? Wasn't the Dark Dragon supposed to be the leader of the dragons? The Dark Dragon is an object that is meant to bring hope to us dragons again. It is no leader. What then? What is the Dark Dragon? It seems you have much to learn. Tell us, what is the Dark Dragon? I have to fully understand my enemy before I fight. Well, I have no reason to tell you. And yet, I have no reason not to tell you. What should I do? Alright. I shall test you to see if you are worthy of hearing the truth. I am deep inside the temple. Fend off our attacks and come to me. Then I shall explain everything. But you are right here. What you are seeing is just an illusion. If you wish to know the truth, then come to me. If you prove yourself worthy of my time, then you shall hear it all. So there's Jan. Stupid sexy Jan with his... I don't know if it's red chest hair or just a grievous wound or a dragon mark. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. And this music called Path of the Divine Generals. I think the Divine Generals is the name that the 8 heroes get in Japanese. So the translation of the track kind of preserves that original game name, unlike the rest of the game. Okay, 1 and 2. I'm carrying Roy, right? Okay, so I will equip this, release and put myself there so that I battle only 1. This is how you beat this map, like, you have to go like this. You have to go against all the enemies by using your legendary weapons, and this is the reason why I get so stingy with the legendary weapons, because they are crucial to be able to beat this one. Right? And it's not as simple as just go ahead, because first of all they have some critical. I will probably reset because we are still too early, okay? This is still too early in the map to lose a unit. But yeah, as I said, they have some critical. Okay, this time a bit more carefully. Yes, a bit more carefully. I will put Roy in range of Thane, so that's some support. And we will take on only 1 of the 2 mana kits in this room. because those mana kits move, the one in the throne doesn't, and of course this isn't the end of the map. When I take that throne, the map isn't going to end. But this is like the FE6 special in many ways. Okay. There we go. That's one Mamcute down. And a level up for Thani. Level 18, yes, level 18 with luck. Not bad, not bad. You have 15 uses still, so I think we can afford to do this. And then after healing, we can take on the boss with Thani. Yes. Okay. Have to be a bit conservative with my uses. Level for Roy. Very good level for Roy. Very good level for Roy. 16 strength, 16 speed. Okay. Roy pulling out the big guns finally. Okay, I only have like overkill type healing, but that's okay. I could also go for this. Now that I have support, I probably don't get... This is still a bit more critical than I would like to see. Yeah, with the longbow, for example, I only do one. I think it has to be the Malte. Like, you want to be conservative with the uses, but at the same time... Okay, that, for example, let me keep one more use of the Malte. But at the same time, you have to go with everything to be able to kill. Or else the enemies will catch up. Because I'm not moving because I really want to. I'm moving because there are going to be enemies coming from behind. Not that far ahead. So conquer. So thanks for watching this. No. You, are you real this time? Or this is but the entrance. You have a long way to reach me. But you seem strong enough not to die immediately. Of course, we have gone through many hardships. So I see. Very well, I shall tell you a little about the Dark Dragon. The Dark Dragon is not the leader of the dragons as you thought. The Dark Dragon was created to bring us victory. Created. So it wasn't the Dark Dragon making more dragons. The dragons you speak of are correctly referred to as war dragons. As I said before, they are different from pure dragons such as I. Indeed, the war dragons are created by the Dark Dragon. And the Dark Dragon was created out of the Divine Dragon, the most powerful of our kind. Created out of the Divine Dragon? Then the Dark Dragon is actually... The Divine Dragon agreed to become the Dark Dragon? Agreed? No. We destroyed its soul so that it would follow our leader's every command. What? We desperately needed the power of the Divine Dragon. Our entire species was at its stake. It needed the power of the Divine Dragon, but why did you have to destroy its soul? Why, you ask? If you want that answer, then seek me out again. I shall witness your power further. Okay. So due to that, I think reinforcements are going to come from there. That's why I put Thani so close, because that way we can do that. And I can take and release, and you see immediately there's one dude there, but I prepared myself because I have the Wyrm Slayer. I actually would rather be here, because that way I get Roy support. Wants to physic, Roy? I don't think so, bro. I should probably hammer. I want to hammer the warp with one of the uses, and I probably will hammer the shield sword because it's my best weapon. Yes. They start coming from behind and they move slowly. They only have 5 movement. But that slow movement can catch up with you if you're not careful. Okay, that's a lucky critical. A critical they could have gotten. Because a 5%... that actually doesn't make me that happy. Strength and luck. Okay, luck is actually very good. Very good. Okay. So what do you say we do this? We'll go here and I will... No. I want to trade... No. I want to trade with Roy. Okay, you have the shield sword. We'll take you, we'll release you here. I'll put myself there, so now Roy has the maximum amount of support available. And then also I'm going to mend the warp, as I said. You can probably guess why it's so important to mend the warp. Because if a unit gets caught up behind, I can teleport them so that they are able to deal with the next bunch. This is, I've heard, a very interesting map to LTC, and I can definitely see why. Because the conquering limits the speed you can go at. And yeah, Roy having high luck actually really shines in this situation. If he has fire, by the way, that's a critical. No fire. I don't think we saw the melee shield sword animation, but that's it. If he got like fire around while attacking, that would be a critical. Okay, Malte. Two uses in here. No criticals, even though our critical rate is quite high. If I go for this, then I can take the kill with Lance. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, I did calculate that fast defense is exactly enough to be able to survive against the bosses. In case you thought, oh, you got really lucky there. Surviving at 1 HP is not being lucky. Surviving at 1 HP is normally quite calculated. Still, because the enemies do so much damage, I could get distracted at times and do the wrong thing. So, have to be careful. Conquer. Not bad at all. I wonder how far you will come. I want you to get to go on with your story. No matter how much we fought, you humans just seem to multiply endlessly. Eventually we began to lose because of the humans' sheer number. Therefore, we created the Dark Dragon that would make war dragons. War dragons, dragons only meant for battle. That is correct. But the Divine Dragons did not agree with us. They said that would be defying the laws of nature. As we were discussing how we could persuade the Divine Dragons, they suddenly disappeared. Why? They most likely left us to prevent us from taking advantage of them. We could not find the Divine Dragons, but fortunately, we were able to capture one. And That became the Dark Dragon? Right. And that Divine Dragon, Idun, was to become the Dark Dragon. However, she felt hesitation in letting the Divine Dragons and Nash, other dragons, going on to bad terms. Hesitation. Such nonsense is for humans only. We have no need for it. Then that hesitation worked against you. The Divine Dragon we captured was still young, but we had no problem because it was good enough for our purpose. However, its heart was not with us. It would not follow our commands. So, you destroyed its heart. Exactly. We destroyed its soul to make it follow our every command. That's terrible. That is enough for now. If you want to know more, then show me more of your power. What a nice guy. What a nice guy Jan is. Okay. I didn't see that. Okay, he wasn't able to move close enough, but I didn't see that. That could have been very bad. First moment of getting distracted. I can probably one-shot with the Armats. I don't, but I do one round. I actually one round... No, I don't. Also, because the resistance is lower... yeah, but you are in the way. And I want to move you, so... I'm going to do this with Worf. Worf? You got it. Yeah, there's normally one in the bridge, two surrounding the quote-unquote boss. Alright. I think we are pretty good. I know there are going to be mana kit reinforcements coming from the previous room. Yes, from the throne. That's the big problem. When you conquer a room, next turn mana kits will start appearing from the throne. So yeah, that's big. And for example, here I have the Miurgre. Go for this immediately. Nice. LTC. Okay, there's only 4 left, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we rush enough, we can do it. By the way, some people bring a thief because I think the reinforcements... Yeah, the reinforcements have elixirs. So if you're really greedy, you can try and steal elixirs. Well, maybe it's not so much about being greedy and more about just needing the elixir. Okay. Just a bit of damage there. I'll take the kill with someone else next turn. I think I will take and release Nime there. Yeah, and now due to your positioning, the Malte, I find that the Malte is kind of the legendary weapon that I normally break first. And there's a very good reason for that. Units that use lances have good movement. So the unit that tends to go ahead in this map is normally like a flyer, a cavalier. So that's why the Malte is like a natural candidate for getting broken. Such a good sprite for Fa. Such a good sprite. The sprite work in FE6 is beautiful. Recovered a bit of health. Right? I go in there with that. And really go in there. I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to do this with Pa? Let's try. Let's try. Let's try on 5 kills. 2 misses in a row. Ah, that's painful to see. The accuracy is not something you can get when the enemy is on a throne. Okay, that's I'm doubling, so I should be able to get at least one. Okay. Oh, you spoil me, Dorothy. You spoil me. You spoil me. 30 speed with the... yeah. Okay, before I do that... yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. They do tend to... because they are going to move here, the reinforcement is going to come from there, so they tend to... you know, get together. You have taken another step forward, but the way is still long. We shall still reach you. You have a stout heart. What do you wish to hear next? You succeeded in creating the Dark Dragon. The Dark Dragon produced the War Dragons. Then why did you lose to the humans? Indeed, the Dark Dragon continued to produce War Dragons to use in the battlefield. We were able to turn the tables on the humans. However, the humans soon found out about the Dark Dragon. They concluded that their numbers would not be enough to defeat us. Therefore, they put their efforts into constructing powerful weapons that would pierce our scales. They are what you call the divine weapons. That part is the same as our legends. The most powerful and potent were chosen out of the humans to wield their newly crafted weapons. They came and charged this temple. However, when the immense power of the weapons and our power clashed near Bern, something unexpected happened. What happened? The laws of nature started to collapse. Snow began to fall in midsummer. Stars shone in the middle of the day. Is that the end in winter? I heard that happened because you dragons unleashed too much power into the world. Is that how your legends go? The power in the divine weapons were used to restore order in nature. That's what our legends say. All the bad things that happened are all our fault. I would have expected you humans to think like that. But the truth is what I said. Then, the divine weapons were sealed away, so as not to let such a disaster happen again. Then, all those traps that protected them were to warn us. You sealed them away. That was a good decision. But they seem to be in your hands right now. Do not worry. The weapons do not seem to have as much power as they did in the past. They are unable to bring about a disaster again. The great disaster hurt us dragons greatly. How? The disaster was originally the reason why we lost to the humans. I shall continue when you advance a bit further. Okay, now this entrance, you see, they are mixing it up because now you have to go from there. But I have my Armax, so I will be able to tank that, no problem. I don't know if... I think Nime might be able to reach the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not at all, not at all. Right? World versus a dragon. Oh, you don't double. Are they stronger? Yikes. Can you take the kill with... You can take the kill with a Brave. Definitely glad I used the Brave. No. As I said, I think sometimes the 4-blaze is also an option. Let's just show every possible sacred weapon in here. Fire raining from the sky and missing. But at least one has to hit, right? Yes? Okay, don't worry, I more or less have a plan. Let's try with the Apocalypse here. Apocalypse is much better against generic mana kits that are not in Thrones, because it's not the most accurate, but it is the most damaging one. Yes. 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 And... you know, let's do the trio of magic in this one. Every possible magic divine weapon. I will go ahead because this is a long bridge. I didn't know that, so let's just move. That's good. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan to make this next one faster. Conquer. You have come here again. You are doing better than I expected. Please continue the story. When the Order of Nature collapsed, we dragons took a fatal blow. The forces of nature weakened, and it became difficult for us to retain our original dragon form. Therefore, we decided to seal our powers in gemstones and take the human form instead. Those must be the Dragonstones. Yes. Now we were utterly powerless against the humans. In human form, we were just as weak, no, even weaker than the humans. The humans took advantage of our handicap and started attacking the dragons that had taken human form. Why did you take human form? In the new order of nature, the human was the form that required the least energy to transform into. The 8 heroes mercilessly crushed us, helpless in our human form. I too suffered a deep wound. Yeah, that's probably the thing in the chest. A deep wound. Do you have hate for the humans who wounded you? Hate? Only humans have such ridiculous emotions. We battled to maintain our species, and we lost. That is all. However, you humans might lose this time. Some human named Zephyr brought the Dark Dragon back to life again. Then Zephyr did break the Dark Dragon seal. That is correct. If you want to hear more, then show me some more of your worthiness. Okay. 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 Nice. I mean, many uses of warp left. I can go here. Release. Perfect. Alright, they are coming closer. They are coming closer. I don't know if they are timed with the thrones or if they naturally continue spawning. Like I don't know if this is due to the turn. If they will keep coming with the turns that pass. I feel like I'm doing a shit job explaining myself at this. I don't know if the reinforcements depend on the turn you are in. That's just it. And let's use the Holy Maiden. Because there are many hurt people, so why not? Holy Maiden it is. Yes. And everyone is recovered to full. Okay. We should double. Because Roy has 16. Can I get a critical just to see it? No. I want the Fire Blade. But that's a level 4 Roy. Skill and luck. Right. Fair. That's the boss. Okay, I'm going to try something. First of all, I will go for this because I kill 100%, don't get countered, blah blah blah. So good idea. Then in your support range, I will go for this. And I'm in the boss's range, so maybe the boss will suicide. Okay, this is perfect. I don't even have to bother healing. Painting. What do I have? Like 8 uses left of the multi? 7. 7. Still doing good, still doing good. So you will attack. So if I kill from a point where I can counter, I can do 2 things in the same turn. Okay. Yeah, that's probably more optimal. Okay. I'm guessing there are going to be reinforcements from this throne next. Well, whatever happens, this is going to be a thing. Jan, I know you're there. Seems that you did indeed defeat Zephyr. You might make it far enough to be able to fight me. What relation did the Dark Dragon have to Zephyr? You know that the founder of Burn is the Heartmoot, the leader of the 8 heroes, do you not? I know that. Then do you know that Heartmoot didn't kill the Dark Dragon, but only sealed it away? I know, but I still don't know why he did that. I see. The 8 heroes eventually defeated our leader, and they made their way deep into the temple to find the Dark Dragon. However, when they arrived at the Dark Dragon's chamber, all they saw was a human girl looking off into space. It was Idun. They didn't fight. The Dark Dragon had its soul destroyed to follow our leader's commands. Since our leader had been killed, There were no further commands to follow. Then, what happened to the Dark Dragon? The 8 heroes naturally hesitated. They had expected to see the most powerful dragon. All they saw was a girl who wouldn't respond even if spoken to. But the Dark Dragon still must be defeated, so the 8 heroes prepared for battle. The girl must then have reacted to their attack. She changed into the Dark Dragon and fought back, just like the war dragons who have no heart. Hartmut then used a blade stronger than the divine weapons and slashed at the dragon's scales. The Sword of Seals. I don't know what you humans call it, but that must be it. Anyway, when the sword cut through the Dark Dragon's flesh, he suddenly fell unconscious. He didn't die. Yes, apparently the sword reacted to its wielder's feelings and changed its power accordingly. So, Hartmut didn't want to kill it, so the Sword of Seals reacted to its emotions and only knocked the Dark Dragon unconscious? I understand that Hartmut did know a little bit about the Dark Dragon, and then, seeing her as the little girl Idun, he must have felt pity for her. It is another emotion that dragons cannot comprehend. Pity. And thus, at the bottom of his heart, he didn't want to kill her. In my opinion, I would never leave something that would be a danger to me alive. So Hartmut's heart changed the sword's strength. Hartmut persuaded his comrades and decided to seal the Dark Dragon. He built a temple deep in the forests of Bern and sealed Idun away using the sword and a gemstone. They are what you called the Sword of Seals and the Fire Emblem. He then created a nation near the temple that would watch over and protect the seal from being broken. They are the ancestors of Zephyr. How do you know all this? Were you watching? No. I had been deeply wounded, so I was hiding. I was leading a hidden life, healing myself. I heard the story about the seal from Zephyr, although he said that he read it in the ancient scrolls that are kept in the court library. How did you meet Zephyr? With him? If you reach me, I will tell you. It is not far now. Alright. Okay. Right. Do you move? I mean the one in the... up there. Yeah, you do move. Okay. That's good. That's actually good. Because that allows me to go for a one-shot apocalypse. Yes! Perfect. I can also sleep, by the way. I can sleep a dragon, and that's something that, for example, you can do with the ones behind if you don't want to be chased. It doesn't seem I'm going to need to do it. And let's use basic point blank. Okay, I actually don't want to kill. Only as killing it. I could also elixir. I have the elixirs for a reason. I think the killing edge might be able to get the job done. Yeah, and it provides me with more dodge, so I can avoid the dragons. Okay, no luck. Actually, it might be a little bit too tight. There's rescue here, and I didn't bring a normal tome, but probably a Flux could do this. Still, it's nice to see Apocalypse in action. Because it comes so late in the game that normally don't get to see it a lot unless you spam it. Okay. We can go there. Defense improved. Roy in range. They can release. I blundered yet again. There's something I've wanted to do for some turns now and I'm never able to. Oh, please don't crit lands. I know you're going to have like a 4%, a 3%. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's not okay if you get a 3%. Right, almost anyone can take that kill. Don't really know why I would... I think Training Fa might have been like... just a bit of a fool's errand, because in the end it doesn't lead to anything. Like, Fa is not going to do anything exactly, so... it's still nice to, you know, see the levels. Oh, you know, whoa, a lot of stats. It's not like Fa is going to clear this map for me. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, what I've wanted to do for a while is... hammer the Silsov. I think that's pretty justified, one of my best weapons. So the hammer goes down. And I'm also going to Warp Root her. Because that's an instance that it's going to be hard to cover otherwise. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Quite a lot of hit. Do I have soul support currently? I probably do. What? And... Whoop. You move ahead. And you move ahead. You have come far. I am in the chamber right in front of you. It has been long since I last met humans in my true form. I have not left this place ever since the war. You are always here? 1,000 years. Having survived the scouring, I waited, healing my wounds in the process. I worked for the resurrection of the Dark Dragon that would bring hope to us dragons again. And that time came. The Dark Dragon seal was broken, and I felt power flowing through my veins again. How does the Dark Dragon seal being broken make your strength recover? The Dragon Temple's power depends on the Dark Dragons, and thus, the Divine Dragon's power. If the Dark Dragon were to be sealed, then there is no way I could have recovered to full strength by using the Temple's power. I see. After my strength fully recovered, I set out to look for the person who had broken the seal. I used my illusion to search him out and ask his intentions. I did not wish to go outside in my true form, knowing that you humans now run the world. Wait, I thought that dragons in their human form lost most of their powers. Now how are you creating this illusion? This temple is for the dragons. It's the only place that dragons can use a little of their power, even in human form. I'm a fairly powerful dragon, even in human form, as long as I stay in the temple. Creating illusions is easy. Still, I would not be able to create actual things, like the Dark Dragon can. So you found Zephyr. Right. I found Zephyr and asked him, why did you break the Dark Dragon seal? Zephyr was a Northman. He didn't seem the least bit surprised. He looked me right back in the eye and asked me who I was. After I told him that I was a dragon, he started to smile mysteriously. He then said, my intentions are to give the world to your kind. I cannot say that I fully trusted him, but he was still the Dark Dragon's new master, so I decided to work with him. Zephyr then ordered the Dark Dragon to lead the world in the place of foolish humans. But Zephyr is dead. What is the Dark Dragon doing now? Although he is gone, the Dark Dragon resides in the chamber behind me. She is waiting for the chance to free the world. But her master is gone. Are you her new master? I did not need to become her master. She was commanded to carry out Zephyr's orders, even if he were to die. Idun has absolute obedience to her master. She will make sure that humans are banished from this land. What? Her heart was destroyed and now she's bound to orders given by a person long dead? Do you feel pity? Like Hartmut Lee? You humans are truly difficult to understand. But let me tell you this. No matter how hard you try, humans and dragons will never be able to live in harmony. The gap between species is impossible to fill. That's not true. I know a place where dragons and humans are living together. Dragons and humans were both brought into the same world. They can and will understand each other. Dragons and humans living together in harmony? Rubbish. I have no intention of listening to such nonsense. Now enter my domain. Let us see who has more power. And there is Jan. He doesn't have a personal spread. He just uses the normal spread. Okay, no critical. Thank you. And the Durandal in action. I would be very disappointed if I didn't get to use the Durandal in the final chapter. I was going to use it against the reinforcements, but again, it doesn't seem like such a good idea. Alright. What do I have here? Bah. And I think here I have Dorothy? Yes. That's quite a lot of units. I'm not afraid in the least of using warp at this point, so let's save from you. And I can actually go all out. Like I can do this and then enemy face the other one. Yeah, just go for it. Oh yes. The range animation is so much cooler. I mean, the melee critical is very cool, so I want to show that one too. But if the game won't let me, then... Defense. Nice. Okay, you go there. Dragons are never going to catch up in time. Well, that might actually be a problem, so just in case I'm going to rescue you. Because imagine a dragon... No, the dragons are spawning from that one yet. Okay. 22 with 99 accuracy, but no critical. Very good. Very good. Very, very good. Support. Support. Some help if you need it. Some help if you need it. Some help if you need it. Like I think it's not a stretch to say that this is over. Wait, I didn't heal! I didn't heal! I just I forgot to physic. I forgot to physic. I forgot to physic. If I had physic, then damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. All right, so we are more or less nearing the end again. I did things more or less the same way, except maybe I relied more on Roy this time. Like, I let Roy kill a lot of enemies. Can we get the critical? No, of course we can't. And that way I got him, like, quite a lot of levels. I think he's around level 7 or so now. No, only level 5. But yeah, his stats are looking much more menacing, especially that 22 skill. Yeah. That's good. That's good. And I don't know, nothing else of note, really. The map basically developed the same way. I did use a rescue at one point because I basically left Roy here. And I had all my units in here, so I used a rescue and picked him up. That's it. That's it. And in fact, I will do this now. Yeah. Looks good to me. The Binding Blade hasn't been hammered this time yet, so I definitely need to do that. And here I'm carrying Fa, who hasn't done anything at all this time. I also think I might not have used the... Okay, no critical. I might not have used the Draco Shield on Lance yet. Maybe Lance isn't the best choice after all. Maybe I should use it on Worf. It doesn't really matter at this point. Did I use it? Yes. Okay. It seems like I will be able to outrun the enemies. I will put Thani there, and... Oh, I don't double. I have 16, so do you have 13? You have 13, so there are some 13. Some 13 speed Mamkets in here after all. Alright. About some Aureola. Alright. Look good. Yes. I will take the kill here. Maybe this will give me a level. Maybe. Boom. But even if it doesn't... yes, barely. Yeah. I didn't think about this carefully, because I of course have to take the throne with Roy. Let's release you there. Put Nime here, and Nime... Oh no, it's not Nime who repairs weapons, but Sol. That was a mistake on my part. I'm actually going to warp war ahead. Think I don't have to explain why, right? And we might even have more distance between ourselves and the enemies this time. I don't know. The same, more or less. So this is the last conversation with Jan, and this place is unlocked. Good. Now... Hammer? No, what did I mean, it was the first thing in the menu. So that was probably the Binding Blade. Yeah, okay. I just pressed very quickly, and let's warp you. Let's warp you. I will warp you just there, not further. Because I want Worth to take care of this one. He has a fucking iron bow. God damn it. Okay. That's what happens when you don't check. That's the definition of my mistakes in this chapter. Not checking. Could have probably avoided all of this if I just paid a bit of attention. Why for critical? That critical. Ah. Yeah, I don't like that. And let's use the Seal Sword here. The Binding Blade. It's the Binding Blade. They can call it the Sword of Seals all they want, but it will always be the Binding Blade. Nice. A level 4 Roy, level 6 with some luck and defense. 19 luck, nothing to laugh at. Yeah, this is the time. I feel a bit bad about not ruining, because I mean, the map is still the same. I didn't even put animations for everyone, of course. But I did feel like it broke a little bit of the, the emotion I had going on with, oh yes, we're reaching the end, we have been doing so great. And then I put Roy in front of Jan with low health and he dies. That was a bit stupid. Can I get the critical here? Yes! I just wanted to see it. That's all I wanted to see. If not, I would have two range Jan. Like, it's the Seal Sword critical that killed me. Wanting to see the Seal Sword critical. That's what did me. Bro. Okay, got it. Oh, support. What? La 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 la. Oh, a flower. So that is a dragon. Mankind's archenemy. But something's strange. The dragons in the old scrolls weren't like that at all. They were much more inhuman. Who are you? Me? I am Nime. Nime? That's right. I must be off. I have things to do. Hmm? Not the best time to get this level. I really wanted to show it because it's a pretty great one about Nimel learning to differentiate. It's a bit of a hashtag not all dragons. And it's pretty cool because in the A support, she's basically like, yeah, okay, I will not murder you then. And Pi is completely oblivious. Did you spawn with more speed this time? I could swear I doubled you. No, I probably didn't. I might just be imagining things. I'm actually not going to go in battle yet. The poor war dragons. Okay. I don't know if... I actually think they don't have a quad together. I seem to remember being mildly disappointed by that. But if they do, it's my duty to show it. Let's try with a 4 blaze first. 1,000 years. My strength has long recovered. I can feel it. He even gets a main theme. Like they decided to compose a theme just for Yan, but he gets a normal dragon sprite on the map and on battle. So I don't really understand what they thought about with Yan. In a remake, I definitely think that it would be a good opportunity to add a little bit more to the character of Yan, and I get that. It's okay. Then I will not even try. Of course, 15, I barely get doubles. You can try for it. Very anticlimactic. Okay, just checking. Full health. Just checking. He's in both of the support ranges. Yeah, Yan, you're going down, it seems. 37 damage with 23 critical. With 1 more HP, I would actually be able to survive 2 attacks from Yan. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Okay. That looks to be it. That looks to be it. I could have slept the people coming from me. A dancer could have also been interesting here. But I think the best way is to do this the traditional way. 16 users left. I'm okay with it. And Yang goes down. So I have lost. Humans are truly unpredictable. A level for Roy. A full level. Level 7 with strength, speed and defense. Right. Yeah, that's it. I could try and kill the ones that are in the back or something, but I think the best is to just conquer. In the next chamber lies the Dark Dragon. Roy. What's wrong, Fa? You look like you're about to burst into tears. Is Fa also an enemy? Huh? When Fa gets big, will Fa become a bad dragon too? Wait, Fa. Tell me what you want to say slowly. That man said so. Dragons and people can't live together. But you were living in Navata with people, weren't you? But the Dark Dragon is a divine dragon like Fa is. And you're going to fight Dark Dragon, right? What about Fa? If Fa grows up and becomes like the Dark Dragon, then you don't have to worry about it. Even if you grow up, you'll always be Fa. You'll always live together with humans and with us. Really? Sure. And also I actually want to help the Dark Dragon. Help? Dark Dragon is not acting on her own will. She had her soul destroyed. I don't want to kill her, if I can avoid it. But doesn't get it. You will understand when you get a little older. Ardmut posed a question, and I'll give an answer to it. Let's continue. Final. Beyond the Darkness. Now it's been very weird to me that this last stretch has the same official translation. So I'm hoping this conversation stayed the same. You're the Dark Priestess. No, the Dark Dragon. Why do you hinder my path? What? I have been commanded to lead this world. I shall make the world a better place. Why are you barring my performance? You're wrong. You're only told the world will become a better place. The person who ordered you is already dead. So stop. You no longer have any reason to fight. You have no reason to fight. A long time ago, I have a feeling I heard those same words. Soft words, like a warm breeze. But that was long ago. I have been asleep for too long. In the darkness, I was dreaming. An empty dream, white, colorless. But now I am awake. His Majesty willed me so. Majesty. Zephyr. I have woken. I am no longer who I used to be. I now clearly understand what I must do. I must lead this world. No matter how many days or nights pass, I must. You insist on fighting us? As long as you stand in my path. Such strong will. His Majesty wishes it to be. And I was woken to answer His Majesty's calls. You have to fight. This is it. The great battle I've been waiting for. Alright, charge! It begins. Well, let's go, I guess. Can we win? No, we have to win. That's probably Dorothy, even though the sprite is bad. Master Roy, or Elibooth, I shall show you my gratitude now. This is it, yes! This is the power I've been searching for. I won't lose. I can defend us all. I will not give up. I have the sword of Hartmut who pitied you and did not kill you. Everyone, leave the final blow to me. So good. So good. Because we are here, and before we continue, I think we have to appreciate the unit we brought in here, because they are quite the units. Lance managed to S-rank swords and lances, not using any access at all. 24 speed in the end. We didn't get to keep that 25 speed level. I think it was in chapter 22. But actually good strength in the end, like his strength recovered after that energy ring, and great defense at 21 defense. Good unit, your typical lance. I'm not going to say this is the best Christmas Cavalier I've ever used. They tend to be pretty overpowered, but hey. Then we have Nime. Nime is just Nime. I think giving her the speed wings actually really helped. Like, she's able to do much better against the mana kits thanks to them. And yeah, she's just magical powerhouse, staff utility out her ass, Apocalypse 101, pretty great. Lu, S rank, level 16 and 96, capped speed. In the end, he did cap speed. In the end, Lu is going a bit slow, capped speed. I didn't have to worry. Rocking the 4-blaze and the Excaliburs that he has been so fond of in the past. And yeah, he never was useful in using staves, but hey, we did try. Sorry, we have Roy. Roy's final stats, in the end, not looking bad at all. 17-17 for offenses is pretty good. 16 and 15 would already be good, but with a +5, he is quite unkillable, especially with that high luck. And high skill, like, his final stats have become very good. And yeah, the Seal Sword is really the reason why Roy is so useful at this very end. Kind of a good Roy, all things considered. Fa didn't train her as much in this run, but Fa can't really go wrong. You can get screwed with her in terms of speed or something, but 10 speed is looking decent. Then we have Ward. One of the surprises of this run. Ward with his 25 defense and 16 plus 5. No, 25 strength, 16 plus 5 defense, and actually 16 strength, which is just insane. Using the armats because he got S ranking access and C ranking bows. I have never used Ward before, and I'm glad I didn't, because this is the kind of first experience I want to have recorded. Penny. Probably the best unit in this Let's Play. Flies, S rank, double fire support cap, 26 luck, 28 skill, 28 skill and speed, 23 strength. Not even the defense is bad. Constitution and move up. Like, yeah, I did give her some love, but her strength is actually her natural strength. So yeah, something for you to think about. Rutger. I think this is typical Rutger. Actually, Rutger not capping his speed is kind of weird. And also his HP, I've seen it become quite higher. Like, Rutger capping HP is not weird to me. But yeah, this is Rutger. I think I showcased why he's considered to be widely one of the best units in the series. Sol. Well, I think 25 speed, double S rank, and Aureola says everything. A utility unit that would already be incredible if he was only utility, but he's so much more. He's actually quite the powerful offensive mage. Even if light magic is not that powerful. And yeah, he really has been helping us almost since day one. And I think we're ending with our most interesting pick for this RAM, arguably, together with Worth, Dorothy, S rank in the boss, with 21 strength and 24 speed. Quite good, quite good. Didn't get to cap anything, but with that +5 from the Miurge, we are doubling anything. Just a great unit overall. Like, unironically great. And for this final battle, we have some Mumcutes standing in our way with their 80 HP cap. And we have Idun, the Dark Dragon who was feared by humans during the Scouring. Now, Idun's stats aren't actually that great. It's true, 30 defense is quite terrifying, but 16 speed and 29 strength isn't that much, especially considering she only has 49 attack, which compared to these guys have 45, so she's not that different from others, and she doesn't move that much. I think we are going to get closer. Okay, this might be a complicated process. Oof. Okay. These ones are tough. So, how about this? Armats? Malte? And Durandal and Marglaze, yes, because symmetry. And yeah, let's just make a symmetrical shape because okay. So that I have the support to not get killed, but you do a lot of damage. A doubling with the Malte, 1 and a critical. Good. There are more of this coming, so I have to do this more or less quickly. Okay, that's a 1%. I don't think I double. These are very high level. I do double. Okay, never mind. They are high level, but they can't stop the 16 speed Worth. Sorry, the 17 speed Worth with cap HP. 17 HP, surprising to the very end. And yeah, Idun is there, so break the warp. And put Roy in there. The warp did us a good service. With the Steel Sword, get closer, and go there. There's a reinforcement from there. Ooh. A critical. It's over. A bit anticlimactic getting the critical there, but that's it. Idun is down. alone, dark, alone in darkness. I didn't expect it to go so fast, but it has always been one of the easiest, maybe the easiest final chapter in Fire Emblem. So yeah, that's it. Epilogue. Did we get the good ending? We did. For the good ending, you need to have Fa be alive, and you need to give the last blow to Idun with the Seal Sword, which is a good idea, because honestly the Seal Sword is the best weapon to use against Idun. Idun doesn't get affected by the sacred weapons as much, but she does get affected by Fast Breath and Roy's Seal Sword. So the Seal Sword is basically the best way to deal with her, considering she has only one range. And if you are able to give her the last blow, then in this cutscene she will appear as a green unit. If you didn't, well, the unit that killed her will, be the one giving the blow, and it won't be there as a green unit. But what's happening? The temple is starting to collapse. Everyone, hurry outside. Roy. I know. Leave the rest to me. Now go. Because as Jan said, the temple is directly related to Idun's health, Idun's state. So with Idun being defeated, the temple has fallen. Master Roy, you are alright. Yes, but the temple is gone. It is over 1,000 years old, and a lot of energy was released in the battles we have fought. The building probably couldn't withstand it. I see. So times are changing again, and who is that you are carrying on your back? Her? All right. Merlinus, I need to ask something of you. Yes. And thus the battle known as the Great Movement of Bern was resolved. After Bern's surrender, Etruria dismantled its government, but after careful consideration avoided directly administering its reconstruction. With Roy's help, Guinevere took the throne and the new Kingdom of Bern was established. And on the day of her crowning, the long month of war came to a close. It has been some long months. I started playing this game on July, and it's only November now. No, it's not even November, it's just October. Yeah, it hasn't been... we are not in November yet, but it has been quite a journey. Mrs. Guinevere, congratulations on your crowning. Yes, but my battle is only about to begin. I'm sorry. I had to rely on Etruria to fulfill my task. No, I am grateful. However, I think that there will be people who will think that I joined Etruria just to seize the throne. Princess. But the most important thing now is to rebuild Bern. I will try my best to gain the people's trust by bringing Bern back to life, no matter how long it takes. If there is anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you. Someday I might, Roy. Are you... Yes? What are you going to do? Will you remain in the Turian army? No, I will return to Farai. And worried about my father's illness, and we have to start rebuilding the lands that were trampled by the war. You are returning to your homeland. That's just like you. Still, someone of your ability could easily aim for high power in the Turian court. Me? No. I have no such ability. Perhaps people are fortunate to have such a gifted leader as you. Princess? I mean, Your Highness? Guinevere is fine. What is the matter? Yes, Lady Guinevere. The ceremony is about to begin. Thank you. I will be there shortly. Guinevere's a sage, by the way. And in fact, I think there's a ROM hack. Well, not exactly a ROM hack, more like a quote-unquote balance patch, because they take a lot of liberties called Project Ember that makes Guinevere playable as a sage that is able to use light magic too. Probably to compensate for the lack of good light magic users in this game. I mean, there's Sol, but you have to train him a lot. Roy, will you come with me? Me? Ever since I left Bern with the Fire Emblem, you have helped me tremendously. I want you to see the path Bern will take with my leadership. Of course. If it is alright with you, then I will be glad to accompany you. Then, let us go see our new Bern, and new age. This ending, I think, is supposed to imply if Roy doesn't marry anyone, his default option kind of is Guinevere, which I find to be sweet in its own way. Ah, Master Roy, it has been a long time. This is only in the good ending. We are in the good ending. I had business in these areas, so I decided to stop by on the way. Fa will be glad to see you. I saw her earlier. She's as energetic as ever. She's been allowed outside more these days. Perhaps that is why. How is the girl I sent here doing? We succeeded in restoring her soul, but she still won't go back to normal. Fa sometimes takes her outside, but she won't try to do anything on her own. I see. Master Roy, we knew that the girl you sent here was captured by the dragons. Still, we did not try and rescue her. We feared that our kind would be in danger if we showed ourselves in front of them again. But now, I wonder whether my judgment was correct. Perhaps it is because we have begun to live with humans. I will make my best efforts to bring the girl's heart back fully. Thank you. As a first, I would like to see some sign that her emotions are working, like laughing or crying or something. The track is coming. And that is called a tree. Right. And that tree gives yummy fruit. Fruit? Yes. Can you see? It's up at the top. And if you shake the tree, like this, oh, it fell on Fa's head. Did you just laugh? Laugh? This is to laugh? Where's Roy? Fa has to tell Roy that he don't laughed. A warm breeze. And that is the end. If you ask me, the best ending in the series, by far. It's even a bit embarrassing that I'm getting a bit teary-eyed here. But yeah, this is FE6. This is FE6. You can also see, like, you see Doom has heterochromia. One of her eyes is purple, the other one is green. And the color of her eyes is basically, one of them is corrupted, and the other one is green like any divine dragon. Friend Prince Roy. We've returned home to rebuild the lands of Lycia that were trampled by the war. People always seemed to like him, and he left behind many legends during the course of his life. Actually, I don't think there are paired endings in this game, so it's simply going to... You're simply going to have to understand the fact that Roy married Thane in this timeline, because it's not going to be explicitly said. Divine Dragon Fa. The returning to Navata Fa was never heard of again. Many historians today voice their skepticism whether she really existed at all. The track is sounding, I think it's called how is it called? I don't remember. It's actually it's actually so stupid that I don't remember, because it's one of my favorites in this game. After returning home, Worf worked to cultivate and develop the wilderness of the Isles. His work was passed and through many generations to build the greatest city on the Western Isles. 287 battles with Worf. God damn it. I think I took the yoke a bit too far, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I honestly don't regret any of the units I used. And we didn't kill off anyone, right? Like, Peer died at the very end, and so did Hugh and Gonzalez, but that was it, right? Thane gave up the path of a Pegasus Knight and went to Farai with Roy, where they married. Rebuilding the land was a hard process, but she encouraged people to help lead Lycia into prosperity. Okay, so Roy gets the normal ending, but Roy's pair gets the romantic ending. Okay. I didn't remember how it worked, but I'm glad they get some kind of ending together, you know. This might actually be the first appearance of paired endings in Fire Emblem. Optional paired endings. After the war, Rutger disappeared. Many claimed that they had seen him around the leaf, but none of them had any solid proof. Today, his name appears only in records of this war. Rutger, a character that I'm also kind of sad that we didn't get to explore, because we didn't get any support with him. His support with Karel is absolutely great, but of course, it's with Karel, so you have to get it very late. Priest Sol. Although the church offered him the position of bishop, Sol turned it down and went off on his own, serving the people in his own way. There are many stories about his behavior. Yuka Yoko doing an incredible job as always. The composer for every game from Fire Emblem 1 to Fire Emblem 13 Awakening. She did all of the soundtracks. She was only substituted for Fates by Takeru, Yanasaki Takeru. Dorothy returned to her hometown and led a normal life. She was never the flashiest or the most impressive among her comrades, but perhaps she may be the one who led the best life afterwards. Well, that about not being the flashiest, I don't know, because I think she was the one that got the most criticals during this run. Dorothy, insane unit. Kohei Maeda there, fuck you, Maeda. This is the best game you did. You ruined the series. The Green Knight Lance. Upon returning to Farai with Roy, Lance proceeded to help his master rebuild the trampled land. Never losing his cool, he played a major role in leading Farai to peace again. Artwork. Yes. Publishment like this game, I've said it many times, but this is my favorite Fire Emblem game, and after replaying it, I have to say I haven't changed my opinion. It still is. Nimi returned to her secluded home in the mountains and continued her research. It is said that she solved many of the world's mysteries, but we can never know for sure, for she left no records. Yeah, it has aged so well. Like, this game has 20 years, and the first time I played it was like 8 years ago, and I said this is probably one of my favorites, and it's in my top 3, and it will remain in my top 3 until something good enough comes to substitute it. Anima child, Lou built a magic school where the orphanage used to be. He took in 4 orphans and other deprived children and taught them magic as a way to live. Just leaves you with such a good taste in your mouth, like a narrative overarch at the very end, like that comes crashing. Oh, then the illustration for Ilia, because we went Ilia. I remember this one changes depending on the route. I think it's a shame that they didn't use them in-game. You know, not only in the credits. Imagine if you had all the 3 Pegasi reunite and then they use that as a CG, like they do, for example, in FE7. That I think would have been a good idea. But you can't ask everything from this game. Then there's Roy against Sephiel. Sephiel, honestly, underappreciated. Definitely an underappreciated villain in the series. Because I mean, he doesn't have the name that really Arbis. Arbis is the one villain that I always am hearing about. Arbis. It's always fucking Arbis. And Rudolph is also kind of nice, but I think I prefer Sephiel over Rudolph. Because Sephiel, as much as he hates humanity, is more human. There's Guinevere's coronation. And yeah, his motivations just come from a human background. I do resent him for his decisions because he treated the world as if he was never loved by anyone, and that's factually wrong. Murdoch loved Sephiel, Guinevere loved Sephiel, his mother loved him too, even if in FE7 they kind of retconned it a bit. Chapter 8 with 35 turns there, okay. But most of them are under the 20s or so. I wonder what my ranks are going to be like. Chapter 14 in only 19 turns. 16 in 25 turns. Yes, I remember that one. 28 for 17, I also remember. 20x with 45 because I grinded the support. And then 25 for chapter 24. Okay. Slower than I thought. And the final at 2 turns. Tactics B. Survival A. Experience B. Weapon E. Time B. And funds C. What the hell is weapon? Because it doesn't look like I did very well there. It doesn't look like I did very well there. My funds, decent. I did throw a lot of stuff away. So, time B, experience B, overall B sounds okay, but weapon, That's probably because I discarded a lot of my weapons. No, I think weapon is power. Like the strength of your army. Like speaking purely about stats. So my stats are bad. I think. And it took me 36 hours to beat. 36 hours to beat, but those 36 hours don't record the multiple tries for certain chapters, like chapter 18, chapter 7, 21, 21x. Oh boy. And yeah, this is the general credits for the units that we didn't bring to the very end. If you want to watch them, you can read them, but I'm going to talk about my impressions of the game. I think FE6, I'm not a blind fan. That's not the kind of player I am. I can criticize and I can find the mistakes in FE6, and I know what they are very punishing for blind players. Incredibly punishing to a point where it isn't even fair. The ambush enemies will absolutely destroy you if this is the first Fire Emblem you're ever playing. I think ambush reinforcements should be saved. At least in my opinion, it would be good if FE6 have more difference in difficulty modes, and maybe you only get the ambush reinforcements in Lunatic or something like that. Like Lunatic can just be hard mode with a little bit more enemies or a little bit more stats and ambush reinforcements. Like, to me, that would be it for a remake. It's something I've been hoping for years. Basically, since Echoes existed, I've been waiting for an FE6 remake. Although I do think that they are probably going to remake Genealogy first. And yeah, the ambush reinforcements are bad. Sometimes design is a bit reliant on RNG. I do admit that, but the harshness and the difficulty, the way they leave you no room to breathe, just forces you to think so much and to strategize so much around the enemies, and the when things don't go the way you want, you have to replan around it. And I think that's the core of RNG and playing a part in a strategy in Fire Emblem. If it was a game where attacking always results in doing the same amount of damage and you always are able to hit, then you could basically follow a guideline and play the game. But when you put RNG into the mix, then suddenly the game can be more daring. Like you can try to do things and just to see if they work. Betting a little bit, Arena, for example, although I didn't exploit it, is an RNG element that I do understand why it's so fascinating for a lot of people, because just the idea of being able to train a unit in an isolated environment in the middle of this clear directed campaign is very compelling. Yeah, I just like campaign structured Fire Emblem. I've never been a fan of Awakening letting you grind whenever you want, even Birthright. Although in Birthright it's mostly okay, you kind of need it. I just prefer it. I'm going to put this. I just prefer it when the game forces me to think around, when the game forces me to plan ahead, to handle my resources, to actually take care of my money, take care of my weapons. I think it's a different experience, and I would understand it if someone prefers. Because the thing is, a campaign based Fire Emblem like this centers much more around the strategy element, while being able to train whenever you want is definitely more reminiscent of any RPG. You know, in Final Fantasy VII, for example, the enemies are giving me a hard time. Well, I better go and fight some randos and get some levels. But Fire Emblem, when it's designed to be able to be beaten without any side quests, and I mean absolutely optional side quests, not these guidance that do like have conditions to be unlocked, so they are part of your strategy. It becomes much more of an RPG, and I don't enjoy it as much. Yeah, I think FE6 remains my favorite Fire Emblem and will probably remain so for a while. There are some Fire Emblems that I am very intrigued by that I haven't played yet. I've heard about Radiant Dawn, some things that I'm really interested about actually. I'm also very interested in Genealogy. Obviously, I think Genealogy has just that vintage aura around it. Same for Thracia, although to a lesser degree, because I think Thracia, or however you want to pronounce it, is much more about playability. And I definitely need a good story to enjoy the game, to the point that even if Echoes, I admit that Echoes gameplay-wise is entertaining, but it's not anywhere near as good as Conquest. I have them more or less tied one with the other just because Conquest's story is so bad and Echo's story is so good. Same goes for Three Houses, for example, too. Three Houses, I think, gameplay-wise, it really tires me out. It really tires me out. It's true that we're still recovering from the burn down that was for any hard fan to play all the 4 routes one after the other. I'm still recovering from that. But even without that, playability in Three Houses is not the reason I appreciate it. It's actually the story, the themes, that they actually made an effort with it. So I need a story, and FE6, even if it's a bit of a bare bones story at times, is just so well planned, so well structured, with the final enemy really giving out that message that killing and war and Roy is a pacifist and core, and he gets to have a pacifist ending. That is the best ending. While the bad ending is just ending a country and killing humans. I don't know. I just like it very much. That's the end of the series. A series I have really enjoyed recording, and if you enjoyed it too, then let me know with a comment or by liking, by subscribing. You know the drill. It's still pretty early. I mean, with respect to Engage. Engage comes out January 20, and we're still on October. So will there be another Fire Emblem between FE6 and Engage? Yes, there will be. But I will probably release like a small channel update video explaining more or less the things that are coming out. And yeah. But that's going to do it for this part and for this series. I hope you enjoyed. As I said, consider liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. This has been Pomum, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.